Hello, my friends. It is 9:29 on Tuesday, December 7th. Hope you're having a great day out there today. We're going to be talking about brainwashing today. I talk about it a lot. Most people don't even understand what that is. They know the term. Brainwashing is repetitive indoctrination. I'm going to talk all about it today. I'm going to talk about how it happens to us from the moment we're born, how it continues throughout our lives, and what we can do to shatter this programming. It's possible. It is possible to go back in and rewire your brain, to take control of your mind and stop letting everyone else control it. Because when you're in control, no one else gets to control it. So join me today. We're live. If you have any questions or comments, drop them into the comment box, and we're going to take a deep dive today into exactly how we're brainwashed since we're born. Good morning. It's 9:30 straight up, December 7th. We are live this morning. We're going to be talking about brainwashing. If you have any questions or comments, drop them into the comment box. At the end of this, I'm going to give you the free link to download a copy of my book, The Secrets of Mind Control. It's a $30 book. I'm giving them away free. My gift to you this month. It's really fantastic knowledge. And if you're on this path of awakening, it'll do you some good, I promise. So I'll get that to you at the end. So let's dive right into it. Are we brainwashed since we're born? We are. The most influential perceptual programming of our subconscious mind occurs from birth through about age 10. Now, some scientists say 8, but it goes up to 10, sometimes even 11. Now, during that time, our brain is recording everything. Just imagine it's in record mode and it's taking in everything around it, all the sensory experiences, and we're learning complex motor programs. So that means things like speech, things like crawling and standing, and all these advanced activities like running and jumping. Now, simultaneously, our sensory systems are fully engaged and we're downloading massive amounts of information about the world and how that world works. Now, by observing the behavioral patterns of people in our immediate environment. So what does that mean? That means parents. That means siblings. That means relatives. That means when we go to school, teachers, friends, the government, society, media. We learn to start distinguishing acceptable and unacceptable social behaviors from what other people teach us. So from the moment you're born, your parents are instilling in you their fears, their hopes, their dreams, and all of the fears, hopes, and dreams of all the generations behind them. And that is what we're programmed with. And it's during those first 10 years that we have this accelerated learning. Again, everything. We're taking it all in and we're recording it. You may think that there are moments in your life you've forgotten, but there's not. They're all there if you want to go back, which... Why? The best reason to go into the past is to use it for some reason, for whatever is happening in the present, not as in fear, but just in the statistics. Nature facilitates this enculturation process, I guess you'd say, by developmentally enhancing our subconscious. What the hell does that mean, Brent? Well, our subconscious mind, when we start, our consciousness is very small. But then as it starts to grow and our mind expands, we start to be able to download massive amounts of information. We know this thanks to our studies of brain waves in both adults and children. EEG readings from adult brains reveal that there's neural electrical activity and it's correlated with different states of awareness. And these readings show us that the human brain operates on 5 different frequency levels, each associated with a different brain state. All right. So EEG vibrations continuously shift from state to state over the whole range of frequencies during normal brain processing in adults. Brain frequencies in developing children display a radically different behavior. Vibration rates and their corresponding states evolve in incremental stages over time. Now, the predominant brain activity during our first 2 years of life is delta. That's the lowest EEG frequency range. Between 2 and 6, our brain's activity ramps up and operates primarily in the range of theta. While in the theta state, we spend much of our time as kids mixing our imaginary world with the real world. Now remember, when we're kids, everything is amazing. Everything is magic. We're following our passion. It's only when it's beat out of us. Do this, do that, good boy, bad girl. Girls do this, boys do this. That's when we lose all of that. The predominant delta and theta activity expressed by younger children signifies that their brains are operating at levels below consciousness. Delta and theta brain frequencies, those define a brain state almost like a trance, the same neural state that hypnotherapists use directly to download new behaviors into the subconscious mind of their clients. In other words, all this jargon in tech speak, it makes it easy to understand. The first 6 years of a child's life are spent in a hypnotic trance. Our perception of the world, it's directly downloaded into our subconscious during this time. And it's done so without discrimination, without filters of any mature person, because we're a child. We make decisions then that aren't based sometimes in reality, definitely not in truth most of the time, and they're not from a place that a mature person would make a decision. Who wants to be living with a choice you made at 5, at 45? If that choice is still controlling your life, we've got to change that programming. Our fundamental perceptions about life and our role in it are learned without having the capacity to choose or reject those beliefs. When we learn things at that age, we accept them. Our parents are the ultimate authority. Teachers, ultimate authority. We are taught back then not to question. So our roles are created. We never have a choice to choose or reject any belief. From religion to racism to foods. There's all sorts of things. We are simply programmed. There's a famous saying, give me a child until they're 7 and I will give you the man. They know, in that the person who wrote that, the child's trance state facilitated a direct implanting of this dogma into the subconscious mind. Once programmed, that information would inevitably influence 95% of that person's behavior for the rest of their life. Think about how terrifying that is. The absence of conscious processing, that is the alpha activity, as well as the simultaneous engagement of that trance during the formative stages of our lives as children, they're a logical necessity. Self-conscious information processing requires a working database of learned perceptions. Consequently, before a person can express self-consciousness, the brain must go about its primary task of acquiring a working awareness of the world by directly downloading experiences and observations into the subconscious mind. However, there is a very serious downside to acquiring awareness by this method. The consequence is so profound that it not only impacts the life of the individual, but it also alters an entire civilization. The problem is that we download our perceptions and beliefs about life years before we acquire the ability for critical thinking. When we're kids, we download limiting beliefs. We download sabotaging beliefs. Those perceptions or misperceptions become our truth. We live them. If our platform is one of misperception, our subconscious mind will dutifully generate behaviors that are coherent with those programmed truths. You believe it to be true, and it becomes true for you. Now, I know what you're thinking, because that's my job. This is great. I'm so relieved to find I'm not a victim of my genetics. However, now I appear to be a victim of my programming. What chance does my little 40-bit conscious processor have against the subconscious mega computer of doom? Where's the good news? Well, the good news is whatever's been programmed can be deprogrammed, can be reprogrammed, can be rewired. The self-conscious mind is a creative platform. It's capable of mixing and morphing perceptions with an infusion of imagination. That, as a species, is what takes us to a different plane. It's the power of our imagination. It's a process that generates unlimited numbers of beliefs and behavioral variations. The quality of the self-conscious mind endows organisms with one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Do you know what that is? It's the opportunity to express free will. Crazy. It's so crazy. Someone asked me yesterday, that's the reason I'm doing this video, about brainwashing. What exactly does it mean when I say that? An easier way to put all this is the fact that we're just culturally conditioned. We're taught that we should go to school on the weekdays like a good boy or girl. Then when we're old enough, we go to work, we earn money. Before we graduate high school, we go off to college. Then we take out loans to pay for college. We get a job to pay off these debts. Then we take maybe another loan for our house or our car. Maybe we have a kid or two. Then we wait all year until the summer and we go on vacation. We actually live for a week. We feel alive for a week. Then we go back to the same old daily grind where we work to make the rich even richer. I'll never forget when I was a kid going on vacation, for 1 or 2 weeks every summer. And my mom was always so depressed coming home. And so many people are, it's like, take a plane. Louis Anderson used to say, the plane ride to Vegas, everybody's in a great mood. Everybody's talking and singing and everybody's happy. The plane ride from Vegas home, nobody's talking. Everybody's broke. And that situation, that's a mindset, right? But think about it. We wait all year hating what we do to spend a week happy. Then we just go back to the same old grind. We work. And before we realize it, we're old and we're weak and life has passed us by. And that's someone lucky enough to realize it. Most of us go through our life like a tunnel. We come in and go out without ever going outside and realizing what's happening. Life has literally passed us by. But hey, at least we can relax and live for a while now that we're retired, right? That's right. You can live the last 10, 15 years of your life like you always dreamed. It's a good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've successfully sacrificed roughly 4/5 of your life so that somebody else can get 100 times richer than you could ever imagine. There is a problem here, and we're finally starting to wake up and see it for what it is. And I'll say it every day. I'll say it every day till we do something about it. We're brainwashed. We're brainwashed, but we can break that programming. We can shatter it. We can rewire it. If you're not a member of our Facebook community, that's what we do there. We give you the tools you need to break the programming. It's facebook.com/groups/students of self-empowerment. It's a fantastic group, like-minded people. We're banded together. We're helping, empowering each other to reach our goals. Your dreams are there for a reason. Don't leave them in the dusty recesses of your mind. Bring those dreams back out into the light. Make them something that you can aspire to. Make them something that will happen in your life and not just some far-off daydream. Everything you need is in this community. We work hard every day. I do. My entire staff does to give you the tools you need. It's a free group. Join us. It's facebook.com/groups/students of self-empowerment. Students of self-empowerment. Timothy, thoughts about our brains work. Is it possible to find a tripwire that can go back to the root? It is. It's anytime, first of all, awareness. The fact that you're aware of what's happening, you're already winning, because most people aren't aware at all. The best way to do that is your feelings. Your feelings are red flags. Your feelings, I look at my feelings as a fantastic thing. Even the negative ones, the fear, everything. Because when you feel that, it is a sign that there's something to work on. And that can be your tripwire. Wherever the roadblocks are, those are the things you work on. And slowly what will start to happen is you'll start to put gaps in the tape of your subconscious. You'll be able to go back in there and rewire and reset. I like to call it a mindset reset, because that's what you're doing. You're resetting your mind. It was created, your mindset, when you were not logical, not mature, and now we're living with it as adults. It makes no sense, but we're just not aware of it. So just by being aware brings so much. I mean, it brings you almost to the solution, because most people just aren't aware. So thanks. Great question, Timothy. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because there you're going to find over 300 videos, not many more subscribers. So we're trying to get the subscriber count up. Our community, everything we do, it's not a money-making proposition. I have my own business. I tour, I speak, I do seminars, but this is my passion. It's helping people transform their lives. If you want to help us, you can do that by getting the word out. You can do that by liking, sharing, commenting, everything we do, especially subscribing to our YouTube channel and telling your friends. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we can monetize it. At least it would pay for itself. You know, so that would be a good thing. So help us out. YouTube.com/BrentWebbOfficial. YouTube.com/me official. Brent Webb official. Also, I want to mention this again. We are still working on this quit smoking initiative, and a couple people have asked about it. I've had a lot of things going on. I'm heading out of town next week. I'm performing at a casino in Oklahoma. So I have some things going on, but we're going to do this starting next year, 2022, but at the beginning of the year, January. We're going to make it one of those New Year's resolutions that we keep. So if you are a smoker and you want to quit, let us know. Drop a message or send us a DM. If you are a smoker and you have quit, like I quit 7 years ago, and if you're somebody that wants to help somebody else, send us a message. And we're going to create a group within our group, and we are going to give those people the tools they need to quit smoking and give them the freedom they need to take control of that area of their life. And control in any area, when you have no control, starts to change everything. Because when your brain and your mind is not used to that, whenever you start taking control, your mind, which you think is your boss and you're the slave, your mind will start to go to the background and will allow you to do what needs to be done when you start training it. Our mind is like anything else. It needs to be trained. It can't run roughshod up there. All right. So if you want to quit or you have quit, send us a message. We're going to get this group together very early in 2022. So probably in January. All right. So I'm also want to give away a copy of my book. One of the biggest books I've written so far has been The Secrets of Mind Control, that they don't want you to know, because people, when they think mind control, they're thinking it means controlling other people's minds. What mind control is, the real mind control, the mind control that was studied by the United States government, the mind control, the Silva method, that is controlling your own mind. Because when you control your mind, nobody can control it for you. If you've got panic attacks and any kind of social anxiety disorder, fear, anything like that, it's covered in this book. And I want to give you a free copy. It's going to be my Christmas present to you. It's a $30 book. It's absolutely free. You can download a free copy. You can read it at your leisure. It's at brentwebb.com. This is the link, /free-book. So just go there, put it into your browser, and you'll be able to download a free copy, and you'll be able to read it. It's a fantastic book. It's really took about a year to do, and it covers any fear, any anxiety, anything like that. I guarantee you is covered in this book. All right. So grab yourself a free copy, grab a copy for a friend. It's brentwebb.com/free book. All right. I will be back tomorrow. And I want you to remember always that something good is going to happen to you. All you got to do is keep that in mind. All you got to do is believe it, and it'll happen. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.